happened from the beginning to the end, but then he gives them a detailed synopsis of what happens in the middle. He says to them in verse 15, so, that is in the middle, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel standing in the holy place. Watch what let the reader understand. So the Lord says, in that time, I want the readers to understand. Matthew inserts this in the text. Let the reader understand. Understand what? The Lord wants the readers to understand the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel. If we're going to be knowledgeable, if we're going to be educated, if we're going to understand what's going to happen in that time and how we should pray for those that don't make it, we should understand the abomination of desolation spoken of by who? By the prophet Daniel. So we should go to the words of the prophet Daniel. In Daniel chapter 9 and verse 24, he gives us the abomination of desolation. This is written thousands of years before Christ was even on the earth. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 24. 70 weeks are decreed about your people, the Jews, and your holy city. Look, watch this. To finish the transgression, to put an end to sin, and to atone for the iniquity, to bring in everlasting righteousness. Did you see that? So according to Daniel's prophecy, there will be 70 weeks, and at the end of those 70 weeks, watch, God will bring an end to all sin. So at the end of 70 weeks, there will be the end of time as we know it, and then the Lord will usher in the eternal state. Therefore, if we want to know what's going to happen at the end or how much time we have left, we need to understand the prophecy of the 70 weeks. When the 70 weeks is complete, we have come to the end of humanity. Let me repeat. When the 70 weeks are complete, we have come to the end of humanity. This is called the prophecy of Daniel's 70 weeks. When the Lord will bring an end to sin and he will usher in everlasting righteousness. Watch. To seal both the vision and the prophet and to anoint a most holy place. Know therefore and understand that from the going out of this word, that is the rebuilding of the temple, to restore and build Jerusalem to the coming of an anointed one who is the birth of Christ, a prince, there shall be how many weeks? 7 weeks. Then there shall be 62 weeks. And it shall be built again with squares and moat, but in a troubled time. Talking about the rebuilding of the temple during the tribulation period.